and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here for the grand finals of the Diamond Plus division. We have the Christ the King Secondary School. I believe these are the Spear Goblins on the stage here against the Bayridge Blazers, and they are back in the grand finals, ready to show us what they're made of.
Yeah, and now the Bayridge Blazers are going to have to defeat another team from Christ the King Secondary School. They have to do it once more, but this time here in the grand finals. And that was a very hard-fought victory for the Bayridge Blazers there. They had to go for the reverse sweep situation, and I think they're going to try and avoid that altogether here. But you never know. Things might have to come to that once again.
Absolutely. This time around, I'm sure both teams want to show us exactly what they're made of. They don't want to give any room for error, any room for mistakes. I'm pretty sure these teams want to go completely undefeated, uncontested, to really show everybody who's on top. But only one team can win, and here in the high school Diamond Plus division, we're going to see the highest level Rocket League we've seen all day today in the grand finals, no less. Here we have the teams already underway. 4 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock so far. 30 seconds of non-stop action have already gone through, and we already have just so much going on. Another shot on the net coming out from Grant. It's not going to quite hit the mark, but the rest of the team is ready to try to capitalize off of it. It's going to get taken over to blue corner, but Happy Cappy almost ready to capitalize, playing patiently, however, not leaving their zone of influence, not gonna let themselves get too impatient so they don't get caught out. Grant's gonna get demoed by Godly, and it's gonna be an opportunity for the Bayridge Blazers to look for something here. But a return demo is gonna try to neutralize things, and these teams are showing that they're not here to play around.
Wow, what a save there as we flip over here to the other side. The Spear Goblins are putting up a lot of pressure for the Bayridge Blazers. Going to have to try and dunk this one in as soon as they have the chance. But no, the defense on both teams is absolutely very strong there. What a save from Grant once again. But no, the double shot from the Spear Goblins. They finally sink the goal.
What an excellent shot, and you can tell that the teams are excited. Of course, why wouldn't you be? You're here playing for all the marbles on the Saint stage. There are very few things that are as exciting as that. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Spear Goblins with one on the board. Can Bayridge find an answer and retaliate to the offense that Spear Goblins has already been putting forward?
That is the question here. Looks like the Bayridge Blazers have to try and put up a lot of pressure here, which is what they are doing. The Blazers looking for the clear. Now Grant's looking to find that opening thread and sink that one deep in there, but it's not going to quite work. But because the defense from Spear Goblins is just too strong. Now Prong's looking around for the opening, and wow, a goal from the Bayridge Blazers evens the scoreline already.
The last game we saw from the Bayridge Blazers, rather the last series, was a comeback situation, but they're not even waiting for the first game to already start the comeback. They're retaliating with the Spear Goblins, getting the first goal with a goal of their own, and we're tied up now with almost just halfway through this game. We're 250 in, or 250 remaining, and both of these teams are not letting up in the slightest, and nor should they. They want to make sure they're going at 100% at all times, or else you really have no chance to win this. It seems now Grant is just waiting to intercept, and his patience is rewarded. Going to be able to stop that one right in his tracks, but it's going to get popped up once more. This ball is just completely hovering around center side, but finally gets tossed over to Orange. We're now over halfway through this first game, and we're tied up still. One team has to do something to try to break this stalemate, but right now it's still stuck in blue, but the pressure from Bayridge is looking to be effective right now as the Spear Goblins seem to be letting up.
It seems to be letting up here, but right now the Bayridge Blazers doing a good job at keeping things slow and steady. And of course, we'll win the race, but this isn't a race, this is Rocket League. So the Spear Goblins gonna have to make a big dunk right there. The defense from Bayridge Blazers is just so strong. And now the The Spear Goblins making a play once again. They have to play the defense here. They have to try their darndest. That's a nice goal from the Blazers. That's a nice shot on the goal by the Goblins. And once again, it's just going back and forth here.
Going back and forth indeed. It's really hard to even keep full track of all the different plays going on around the field. But what can I say here besides another goal for the Spear Goblins? Waving us hello. He knows what he's done, and he's done something really good for his team. Getting another goal, taking this one 2-1 over Bayridge Blazers. I feel like of all the games today, this one might be the most electric when you consider all the things that are at stake, as well as the nature of these two teams. Bayridge showed that they are a very scrappy and fight-heavy team, ready and willing to get down and dirty in the field. But another shot from the Spear Goblins is gonna secure themselves another goal, and that's gonna be even harder for the Bayridge Blazers to come back from. But if any team can, it would be this one.
An absolutely brilliant goal by the Spear Goblins, and now with a minute 14 left, it's all on the Bayridge Blazers to try and tie things up. I mean, look at that. They're already going for another goal on the Spear Goblins. They're not letting up. They are being completely unrelenting in terms of goals. It's up. The Bayridge Blazers trying to get the clear, but they cannot get control of the ball. That's just in the Goblins' hands right now. Now they have a little bit of momentum heading towards that goal, and that might be a goal heading for the Blazers, but a huge save from G2 is going to keep the Spear Goblins in this one.
It's a moment like this, it's a situation like this where I really feel like you just got to go all in on the side of the Bayridge Blazers. Realistically, you don't have a lot to lose here over on your defensive side of things. You might as well throw caution to the wind, triple commit, double commit, do whatever you can do, get demos, and just go down swinging at the very least, and they're continuing that pressure. It's a good strategy when you're already down in such a close game. You might as well just throw it all in. Godly going for a shot, but it's going to get extended out by Prondos. So now we're going to have a contest going over the corner. Metavice chasing it out. G2 meeting it in the corner in the center, but this game is in the bag for the Spear Goblins, taking game one over the Bayridge Blazers. Not an easy feat, but they managed to pull it off.
They managed to pull it off, and you got to be hoping you're not getting the run back. You know, you don't want to have that back-to-back reverse sweep situation. So you got to be feeling good if you're a Spear Goblin, but you cannot lose hope if you're a Bayridge Blazer. You still have a chance in this. You've done it before. You just hope you don't have to do it again.
Here's the advantage of losing, however. Bayridge Blazers, they have been in this situation before from their previous series. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even let this first loss really face them at all. Honestly, this might not even matter to them. They know they've come back from much scarier, much harder situations and reverse swept the entire series. So I'm sure being down one game at this point for this team really is not too much of a deal for them. Happy Cappy is going to be there to set up something, but it's going to be a Spear Goblins goal, helped out and assisted by basically the entire team.
Exactly, there we go. A great goal by the Spear Goblins to kick things off 20 seconds in. And now they can definitely play a little bit more comfortably. They still cannot relax just yet, as the Bayridge Blazers are known for getting those counter scores very, very quickly. I mean, look at that. Already making a huge push through there. Not gonna quite get it just yet, though. Right now, the defense of the Spear Goblins is tantamount. Happy Cappy gonna get one, though. They can maybe break through there with that demolition. Now it's in the corner. They need to clear another demo coming out, but on the side of the Spear Goblins, they're looking to keep on the pressure on the Bayridge Blazers. I mean, look at this. They're already teeing up for a thing. The disruption by the Bayridge, though, is going to be major for them. Now it's going to be heading towards the Spear Goblins' goal. They have to play very defensively here. It's up in the air once again. It's anyone's game if someone can grab it, but a nice clear from the Spear Goblins keeps them in the game.
a nice clear. Sometimes all you need. What's been happening time and time again in all the series we've been seeing so far, unfortunately, for usually the team clearing, is it often gets rebounded right back, but not this time. Pronged is almost there, almost ready to take that one back, but it's gonna get saved out. Godly now on the offensive with the assistance from Metavice. They are gonna find the goal, and that's gonna be a second one from the Spear Goblins, doing such great work to tie up, or not rather tie up this game, take this game completely by storm.
Exactly. We still have 3 minutes 30. Things can still shake up, but that is an amazing start for the Spear Goblins. The Bayridge Blazers need to get in a position where they can try and analyze the situation, go back, relax, and maybe find an opening through the Spear Goblins game plan. And so far, the Spear Goblins playing very, very well. They're on this stage about a year ago now, so they are hungry for this win.
Yeah, you know, you can only come twice so many times before you kind of just lose it, and they don't want to come twice again. They want to come out on top, take the victory home, and with 3 minutes, if they can at least make sure that Bayridge doesn't come away with 2 goals, they will be 1 game closer to that. But 3 minutes might as well be 3 decades in Rocket League years, because a lot can get done in 10 seconds, let alone 3 whole minutes.
Wow.
Just like that, however, they're demonstrating that fact, but maybe to the opposite effect. Just goes to show that in that amount of time, they can make their lead go even further than what it was before.
Even further beyond our expectation. They are 3 points in the lead. There's 3 minutes remaining, not an impossible gap to close. The Bayridge Blazers need to start moving, and soon. And look at that. Spear Goblins still playing like their life is on the line. They are getting goal after goal and maintaining such immense pressure on the side of the Blazers. It's just hard to decide what you're supposed to do if you're on Bayridge.
There's 2 ways of playing like your life.
Whoa!
Oh my. Wow. Spear Goblins showing me how to play Rocket League, and I'd even have to give them like a tuition. I'm getting a free masterclass in Rocket Leagueology. It's quite the blessing indeed. But one thing I just want to comment on, like you said, the Spear Goblins playing like their life is on the line. And I feel like there's 2 ways to play like your life is on the line in anything. That's to play either too aggressively or too passively. But it feels like Spear Goblins have found a nice middle ground, but Bayridge seems to be playing a little too passively for their own good. Bayridge with an insane save from Godly and a nice other save follow-up from Metavice, and just like that, G2 with the clear. This team is working in perfect harmony. Their back may be against the wall, but at least they're still back-to-back with each other, making sure they're all playing, covering each other's bases. This is the kind of team coordination you need if you want to make a comeback in this series, and this team is showing me that they're capable of it. I would not be surprised at all if, even though they lose this game, they show us that they are more than capable of making the comeback through the rest of the series, but they still have a long mountain to climb. They still have this game. In fact, if they can at least get 1 goal, they'd be a lot more comfortable, but no, Spear Goblins, they're going to be the ones to take it. G2 is taking that one, and Bayridge Blazers is not feeling great after that one.
We've seen some crazy comebacks from the Bayridge Blazers, but this would have to be the comeback of all time here. 5-goal gap to close. It's going to be a very tough job with only 1 minute 30 left. They have to outdo the Spear Goblins by a factor of, I can't do the math right now as there's so much action going on right now, but then right now the defense is tantamount for the Bayridge Blazers. Going to get a clear out, while the Spear Goblins still hammering in on that goal. They want to get as many goals as they can in here while they can. While they have this mojo, they're in the flow right now. Metavice still probably his eyes on that ball. He is tracking it like a Spear Goblin tracks its prey, and now he bounces it towards the Blazers, and wow, what a bank shot there. It's a good setup for the teammate, but it gets cleared out by Bayridge Blazers once again, getting the boost. Making sure to stay in this. You can't forget the boost. It's a paramount resource here going forward. There it is. It's going to go back down to the ground. Bayridge Blazers queuing up for a goal. They just might have it right here. You want to try and get one near the end to try and give yourself some momentum here, but it looks like the Spear Goblins are going to continue to lay on the attack. They don't want to let this go down without a fight. They want to see how high they can fly and how much they can perform here.
and they're performing a very good show indeed. It feels like I'm at Cirque du Soleil right now with all the acrobatics going through the air. Look at that, a pirouette in the sky and a nice ballet dance on the grass, trying to circle around and send this one into the goal. They're flying through the air, trying to catch the ball. They're finally going to find that to get the clear, but with 10 seconds remaining, this is all but a done deal. Spear Goblins taking game 2 with a 5-0 lead. Bayridge Blazers, if you ever had to activate your clutch gene, now would definitely be the time. But what's important to remember and what's scary to remember if you're on the Spear Goblins is they definitely do have that clutch gene.
They do, and wow, now it's all on the line for Bayridge Blazers. They have to go for the second reverse sweep in a row that we have seen, and this is going to be a very tough job, especially against a team as sufficient as the Spear Goblins. They have been as perfect as I could say a team could be so far.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like we've seen some pretty one-sided matches all throughout the day so far. But while I wouldn't say this one's been one-sided, this feels like probably the most sophisticated Rocket League we've seen today. And I would not be surprised if either of these teams is still able to walk away with the series. Obviously, I'd be less surprised if the Spear Goblins take it. Slightly more surprised if Bayridge is able to take it, but all the same, this team, Bayridge, they have shown us time and time again that they're able to surpass their limits that they've set for themselves and go even further beyond. But now they really have to ascend to a new form if they want to have a chance to take this game home. 4 minutes and 50 seconds, well 40 now on the clock, and Spear Goblins versus Bayridge Blazers has entered potentially its last game in this grand finals. The Diamond Plus division, the pinnacle of the action we're seeing today. Who's gonna take home all the glory?
There's going to be a demolition taken home here. Looks like Spear Goblins are already upping the aggression here to the max. It's going to be up to the Blazers to try and get the first goal. They want to have the momentum swing their way, at least first time for this series. And now we're seeing pressure set in. 1 minute, no goals. How the pressure starting up, people will get H in for this goal. We're going to see people get a little bit more aggressive. That advice is going to lead a charge, getting a 50, sending it over to the side. We see an air carry there. It almost gets the hit midair. Cannot quite get it though. And now Blazers putting on a very aggressive show here.
A very aggressive, very impressive, very interesting show off the post, but a follow-up shot just barely missing. Spear Goblins want to put one on the board desperately. A follow-up from Metavice takes the goal, and now they're looking great, looking in good form, in good shape for the series. 3 minutes and nearly 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Bayridge Blazers got to find an answer to the problem that Spear Goblins has put forth. But unlike your homework, this problem doesn't come with an answer key.
No, sir. This is an open-ended question. This is an essay you have to write here.
Damn.
This is going to be very difficult, but wow, an answer right back from the Bayridge Blazers, tying this game up 1-1. Maybe this is the first step of the journey of 1,000 miles to lead them to the reverse sweep. It's all up to the Spear Goblins to maintain their composure and try and get themselves back in this.
The best part of open-ended questions is you can get really creative with your answers, and I feel like Bayridge definitely did with that goal. Kind of caught everybody by surprise there, but it hit the criteria, so you get full marks. But can you find another one? Spear Goblins trying to get for the goal, but Bayridge able to get the clear. Grant and Pronged working in tandem like a metronome swinging on a table. It's just tick-tock, tick-tock. The rhythm is incredible between these two, but G2 looking to disrupt the flow, but not going to be allowed. Pronged flying through the sky to say absolutely not. Pronged now chasing it through, trying to get the center, but it's going to get cleared out by Godly. Chasing it up now too, saving one. Metavice waiting in the net while his two teammates keep chasing forward. Pronged still giving chase, leading the charge for Bayridge Blazers so far. You can tell that they're still comfortable despite being in a scary situation. This team has been in this situation before, reverse swept it. They're not letting it get to their head. They're still playing their game, still playing their plan, and they They've been putting so much work into adapting. I know they're capable of it, but can they find the shot here? So close, but an excellent save coming up from the Spear Goblins. Grant's shot not there to find the dream for them, not yet. Bayridge Blazers still has a lot of work cut out for them in this series. 2 minutes remaining. Both of these teams are fighting very hard, but Spear Goblins fighting just a little bit harder. They're almost getting another goal and another shot to follow. Godly now looking to set things straight, but Grant is fighting in the air with one of his teammates. Metavice taking the shot. Prog saying absolutely not. Getting the save. Godly making a clear, setting it up, going for the shot. G2 finds it. That's the second goal for the Spear Goblins. 2-1 against Bayridge Blazers. Can you find the answer?
Can you find the answer? It looks like they found it twice in a row. It's 2-1. 1 minute 39 remaining. The Bayridge Blazers need to find something, and soon, or else the Spear Goblins will take this game 3-0.
And I don't think the Bayridge Blazers, the team notorious today for their comebacks, will like that very much, would you, boys? Absolutely not. 2-2 is the score. 1.5 remaining. There's still so much Rocket League to be played here. Even if it's just in the next 1.5, I think we're going to see so much put into this very short period of time.
Exactly. Everything's on the line. Bayridge Blazers perform very well under pressure, and now you can see the ball's going back and forth. And look at that, already another shot, and the goal gets cleared out by Metavice, and it's already going on the other side against the Bayridge Blazers there. Double demo coming out for Spear Goblins. They have an opening here. They can't quite use it as the single man on the side of the Bayridge Blazer clears it out for his team and even tees them up for another goal. With 1 minute remaining left on the clock, who will take this one? Will this go to an overtime in the final stretch here? Potentially, as long as the Bayridge Blazers can get one more, they might even bring this to a game 4. The tension is palpable. Everyone's going towards that goal. It's shots back and forth. It's wide open. Gets saved by the Bayridge Blazers. And with 30 seconds remaining, I cannot believe my eyes, Daniel.
I can't believe it either. 30 seconds remaining. There's still so much life on the field. Nobody wants to lay up anything, but eventually you will have to. Spear Goblins take a shot and another. Both of them save. The Bayridge Blazers are not letting anything through. They want this more than anything, and they're fighting tooth and nail for it. 10 seconds to go. Grant and the rest. Spear Goblins take a shot and another, and that's the goal. This could be the series, Matthias. It would be so hard, but I would not put it past the Bayridge Blazers to come back from this. 9 seconds on the clock. Are you crazy? Can you make it work?
I am absolutely insane right now because there's 9 seconds. Bayridge Blazers has everything against them right now, but they just might do it. They are the clutch team of all time. The Spear Goblins just need to stall the time. The ball's out there, the grab and keep it up in the air. The Bayridge Blazers alive. They cannot blaze a path as now the Spear Goblins have taken their spear to victory and won the Diamond Plus division of the OSEA Championship.
The CTK Spear Goblins are your OSEA Diamond Plus division champions here, ladies and gentlemen, and look at all the emotion coming up from the players here. It's a hard-fought season. It's hard work. It's a lot of love, of course, and great sportsmanship on both sides indeed. Everybody has great respect for each other because they all know how much work it takes to play on this stage. So nothing but love for each other here, and it's all sportsmanship. A great game from both of these teams.
Exactly, an amazing game all around. Very close. The Spear Goblins, had a very good, fresh start, but you could definitely see the Bayridge Blazers near the end of that third match, even all throughout that third match, kept things super competitive. Always had an answer for every single goal. But I think if this was maybe a best of 7, if it went just that little bit longer, I could have seen the Bayridge Blazers maybe even taking that one.
Absolutely. There's so many moments. They're just microseconds, just micro steps. So many little situations, little interactions that ended up having that game end up the way it did. Realistically, I'm still of the opinion, maybe I'm wrong, that really could have gone either way. Both of those teams have demonstrated today that they're more than capable of taking away the victory, but at the end of the day, Christ the King Secondary School's team of the Spear Goblins were able to come out on top in this series 3-0. All of the finals games have been 3-0 today. Interesting, because most of the other games have been pretty close, at least in the scoreline. I really feel like, though, even though they were all 3-0, the championship games are definitely the closest of the games we've seen today.
Yeah, definitely. You said the scoreline doesn't paint the whole picture, of course. So those games, while they were competitive, they were all 3-0s, but they were so competitive. They're so hard fought, so much technique, so much passion behind every single game. You have to give props to these kids. You know, they train so much, and I know they're going to go very far.
Absolutely. Like I said, I couldn't imagine anything like this when I was in high school, let alone elementary school. So to see these players coming out here, playing at this level, playing at this caliber, showing this level of sportsmanship, professionalism, and competition, it really is inspiring, and I'm very proud of all of these players doing everything they've done today, showing so much promise, not even just to players, but even some of like the marketing team, the photographers, everybody out here putting in so much work to represent their schools, represent each other, and show the positive side of competition. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah, it is incredible. Thank you to OSEA for organizing this whole event. Thank you to St. Clair for letting us host the whole thing here. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you to the players. We wouldn't have anything without them either. They trained so hard to be here. With all that being said, do you have anything else to say before we close this one out?
Just thank you once again to OSEA. Thank you very much to all the players. Thank you to all the schools for giving your players a chance to compete. I know esports is definitely still a burgeoning, opportunity, it's a burgeoning scene, but all the schools who have given their teams a chance, given their teams the resources to compete, to train, to come out here, thank you very much, and we hope you continue to support your teams, because this is truly the spice of life, and I can't wait to see more of this in the future. These teams, these players, all of these kids, these students have so much left in them and so much to do in their future, so cannot wait to see more of it. But I think that might be it from us today, Matthias. That wraps up our action, and once again, thank you to OSEA, thank you to the Saints, thank you to you, thank you to Dan, and thank you to Amanda, who are helping us out in the back. And do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's about it. We'll see you very soon, everybody, and thank you very much for watching.
Good. Check, check. Okay. We'll redo this. Congratulations to our high school Diamond Plus Division finalists, to the Bayridge Blazers. An extremely hard-fought match. I know you guys have had it out a few times over the season. Really awesome to see. Congratulations, and we will present you with your finalist medals. Wrong. There you go. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. Great. Congratulations. We're going to see a few of you guys back next year, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations, boys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for participating over the last few years. And your coach. Give your medal to your coach as well. Yes, it's your turn. And to your Diamond Plus Division champions from Christ the King, the Spear Goblins. Extremely proud of you boys. I know you've worked really, really hard this year to try to sweep these tournaments as much as you possibly can. And I'm really, really proud of all the hard work that you guys have put in over this year. So congratulations, and I will present you with your medals.
Thank you.
Godly?
Let me give you a kiss.
You actually go. And last but not least, boys, your banner. No. Congratulations to your 2024 spring season Diamond Plus champions, CTK, the Spear Goblins. One last shout out. We would love to say thank you so much to St. Clair College for everything that you've done for us over the past 24 hours and everything that I know you'll continue to do for us in our organization going forward. We love the partnership that we have with you guys, and I know that we're both in this together to see it grow within Ontario. So thank you so much to Dan, to Sean, to the whole team at St. Clair. Thank you so, so much. That is a wrap on our 2024 championships. Thank you all for coming, and hopefully we see as many teams back next year as we can. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a safe drive home.